Vago's been around for about 6 years now. We have always been a very family-oriented brand. Our founder, Judah Cooper, was traveling in Oaxaca, met a really incredible, really beautiful Oaxacan woman, fell in love. They ended up getting married, and it just so happened that her father was a 5th-generation mezcal producer. Now we're a brand that works with 4 different mezcaleros. 3 of them are still tied to that central family. We kind of kept a very natural flow of growth, and that's really been our driving focus, is a sustainable, maintainable growth that keeps everything at a very responsible level as far as the volume we're producing and how we're treating our producers. We really think that mezcal is something that comes from somewhat of a plain-spoken, very hospitable people. You visit their house, they immediately offer up their food to you. It's kind of the antithesis of the idea of exclusivity. So for that reason, we do small batches that have limited releases, but we really try and do them to markets as a whole. And finally, we've been able to do one for the state of Colorado. There's a secondary tie-in. Both founders from Mezcal Vago originally lived in Colorado, so it's a market that has been very great for us. It's a state that's emerging and really growing as far as the demand for mezcal goes, and we really wanted to tie into that. Palenque, for example, being one of them, having the biggest mezcal selection in the state, was obviously really important, and it's something that people can really get behind, but at the same time bring people together, because there's only a pocket of a few bars that can have access to it, but at the same time they can share that experience of having tasted this, having been able to talk to their guests about it, and then the guests being able to go out to a retail store and purchase that and bring it back to their house. And it's a really beautiful blend of 2 different mezcals that were actually blended after we distilled them from the same producer and then rested them in 120-year-old clay jugs that belong to our family. It's the first time that I've been into Palenque. It's a really fantastic mezcal bar. Haven't really seen very many selections that are as curated as the one here, which is fantastic. With the growth of the mezcal category, agave spirits in general, a lot of people focus on having as many brands as they can, or the hardest thing to find. The importance of that kind of fades into the background once you really spend time in Oaxaca, meet the producers, and you realize how incredible they are, how incredible the spirit itself is. And what really comes to the forefront is the importance of having mezcals that are made the right way and take care of the people that produce them. And that's something that really is evident being at a place like this. Here in Denver, for example, this really tends to be the focal point for the mezcal category. And it's really great because it sheds a really beautiful light on the diversity of flavor profiles, production techniques, the regions of Mexico, what they're producing, and it's really incredible to have a place that shows that to an audience that doesn't really have as much access to that as they might in other cities of a similar size. So it's really great to be in here, see how much respect they have for the category and the producers who make the spirit.